Welcome back everyone to Matt Cart, where me and my beautiful wife Veronica go out to garage sales and thrift stores to find things to resell on our eBay store. And we are not picking anything today at the Goodwill Bins or thrift store or anything like that. We're actually getting things ready to ship out on eBay. It's been a very busy weekend, so really excited about all the sales that we actually had this weekend, and we have to get them ready to ship out today. Probably wondering why I'm wearing a hoodie, because our furnace broke yet again. Well, it's not fully broken. We had a technician come in about a week ago and they fixed the motor, they replaced it, but now it's broken again, which is not really fun. But this is why we resell things on eBay, to pay for things like this, because stuff like this will happen. But it looks like we might have to replace the furnace. I really hope it's not that, because that is very expensive. But nonetheless, we basically have heat in like 2 or 3 rooms in the house, and every other room is pretty chilly, like 10 degrees Celsius, so not great. Anyways, let's get picking our first order, and that is a Mario game for Nintendo Wii. It is a Mario Party 8, I believe, and it should be somewhere recently. Yeah, that's the one right here. Yeah, so we picked this up at the Goodwill Bins, believe it or not. So probably paid maybe 20 to 25 cents for this in total, and we actually accepted an offer for $35, and we're gonna get this ready to ship out today. Another video game here. This is a PlayStation 2 game. It is a Tony Hawk game. Where is it? Might be here. This is really buried, so I'm gonna have to put the camera down for a sec.
5 years later.
And here we are. Not bad. Got this as well at the Goodwill Bins. Probably paid about 25 cents as well for this. And we're going to get this ready to ship out today. Really happy about grabbing games like this at the Goodwill Bins. Games in general are just really good scores, because all you got to do is just scan that little UPC code here on eBay. It brings up a bunch of sold listings and listed copies, and you can actually just kind of basically piggyback off of what people have already done with their listing and then adjust the price accordingly based on condition and all things like that. So really great, and we're going to get this ready to ship out today. Sold a PlayStation 1 game, Gran Turismo for PlayStation 1. I believe it is right here. So let's just move this stack here out of the way. And there we go, Gran Turismo 2 for PlayStation 1. We actually found this at a thrift store in my city. I think we spent $3 on this, sold it for $15, so not a crazy good flip, but nonetheless, really exciting to get video games cheap, because again, scanning the UPC code really does help. Super easy to list, and we're gonna get this ready to ship out today. We sold another video game. This is a Need for Speed game for Xbox, number 2, which is right here, Need for Speed Underground 2. So I'm just gonna move all this stuff out of the way here and grab it and get this ready to ship out today. We also sold this for $15, and I believe this was another Goodwill Bins flip, so not bad. This is a pretty awesome day for video games, I have to say. So this next flip actually isn't a video game. We actually already got it shipped out. Technically, it was a waiting pickup, because this person already lived in our city. It was a really cute old lady. She picked up an American Girl doll that we actually picked up at the Goodwill Bins. We sold it for $50, and I think we probably spent maybe $2. It's a little heavier than normal, so I think it was at least a pound or so, but still a great flip, and it was pretty easy, waiting pickup. We haven't done that too many times. I think this is the second time we've ever done a waiting pickup for an order, so interesting, but nonetheless, we already had one thing shipped out technically and sold on eBay. Next up is a My Little Pony doll lot. It's actually the Esquera dolls, the ones that, the Esquera, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's the ones that look kind of like Monster High dolls. So yes, I believe, I thought I just saw them there. They sold for about $8. Not a crazy good flip, to be honest, but I'm just happy to actually get them moving here. It's not, is it this? No, it's not that lot. There we are, all the way at the bottom. Very small, smaller than I thought. That's probably why I couldn't find them, and they're also buried at the bottom. But yeah, sold them for about $8.80. Not bad. These are also things we found at the Goodwill Bins, so we're going to get this ready to ship out today. And this one is actually a Transformer that we picked up as well at the Goodwill Bins. Lots of stuff that we got at the Goodwill Bins. So this Transformer here sold for about $13.30, which is not a bad score at all, and not a bad flip, considering we probably paid about 20 cents for this in total based on weight, and we're gonna get this ready to ship out today. Okay, so the next toys that we had, I actually put them on display in the background. It's a few Transformers figures that we also got at the Goodwill Bins. I believe this is one of them here. Not bad, really cool. I think the whole lot in total sold for about $92, and it was a total of 3 Transformers, so we're gonna set that one over there. And the next Transformer was this one. Not bad. I think this is the most expensive. I had it originally listed for about $50, but obviously they got a bit of a bundle deal here with reduced shipping, so we're also going to get this ready to ship out as well. And the last one was a really tiny transformer. It's a little mini transformer, but you can actually fold it up into a transformer head. It's actually part of a larger transformer. Really interesting. Honestly, seriously guys, look out for 80s toys. Some of them sell for astronomically high prices, you know, and this one I think was sold for about $20. And look at this tiny little thing. You'd think, what is this? But no, 80s plastic sells for a lot more than newer plastic. So all of this here sold for about $90 on eBay, and we're gonna get these ready to ship out today as well. So pretty busy weekend. Not the busiest weekend we've had getting stuff ready to ship out on eBay, but nonetheless it was very successful. And I think the next day we're going to the Good Old Bins is going to be on Thursday, so I'm excited about that. That's about 3 or 4 days away, so I'm assuming more things are going to sell by the time we go to the Good Old Bins. It's been really consistent, especially the last 2 or 3 months. We had this really slow period from like October all the way to like the beginning of December, and then December things started to slowly pick up because of obviously Christmas, and then it kind of died down after Christmas, and then January it just started with a bang. It's kind of odd. It's like as soon as 2024 hits, it's been just nothing but sales constantly for like 2+ months, which is really good. I'm really excited that eBay has been picking up. We obviously have been adding a lot of inventory, so maybe like once we breach that 500 mark on eBay for items, maybe that's what actually triggered something in the algorithm. I don't know, because now we have close to 600 items on our eBay store, and you're constantly adding things to our eBay store right away. So it's really fun, really exciting, and we have a toy show coming up soon, so you might see that in the next week or so. So we have a ton of stuff here set aside for the toy show already, and we have more stuff that we're going to be adding to that. So definitely going to fill up the car, all this stuff. So exciting, but also a little bit nerve-wracking, because it's just a lot of work, these toy shows, and if I don't leave with like at least $1,000 minimum in my pocket and a toy show, I don't feel like it was very successful. So hopefully we have at least that minimal amount of success that I'm aiming for. Anyways, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And with that being said, may your carts always be full.
Before I let you go, I want to let you know that we do have a Patreon page. You guys can support us, help us with our morning run for our coffees when we go to the Good Old Bins, thrift stores, or even garage sales. Would really appreciate the support. And if you guys become a patron, you can hit me up anytime and ask me any questions about reselling, and I'll do my best to answer those. Speaking of answering questions, I also made a Facebook group specifically for Canadian resellers. So if you are a reseller in Canada, definitely check out this group. I'll also leave the link to this group down below in the description, along with my Patreon. Anyways, guys, have a fantastic day again, and here's the outro card.